Welcome back to Lesson 2, Episode 3. Let's have a think about what we've covered already today. We looked at different theories of leadership, and we noticed that the great man theory is still here. And that's partly our fault, and it's partly journalists' fault. We're looking for somebody that can bring us everything, somebody that can do everything for us. Now, seriously? A leader does not need all the skills to handle every problem. That's the big problem with the great man theory. That's where some guys have been getting it really wrong with coronavirus. And those who've been working as team players are being a lot more successful. Interdependence is key to success. We all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. And actually, rather than worrying too much about our weaknesses, we need to sharpen our strengths. And we need to work with others who've got the skills in areas that we're not so strong in. Does that make sense? We need to match our strengths with our roles. We need to work together instead of trying to be the best at everything all the time. I know I've got weaknesses and I know I've got strengths. One of my biggest strengths is helping people look good, feel good, sound good on TV, radio, and standing up in front of people, public speaking. That's my specialty. I may not be the best public speaker in the world, but I'm very good at helping and training others to do it really well. So I thought I'd share with you some of the things that previous students of mine have been worried about when it comes to public speaking. Some of the things they are worried might go wrong, some of the things they are worried that they cannot do. And I think you know the answer to the question, can we fix it? For this activity, I'd like you to go through every single one of these problems and try and come up with a solution, what you would do if it happened while you were standing up in front of people speaking, or a prevention, what you could do in advance to stop this happening. Go through every single one. If I'm scrolling too fast, just stop the video for a moment. Now I know some of these examples are rather gross, but they're real. We're human beings. A lot of people do get sweaty when they're nervous about public speaking. And you know those bubbles that you feel in your tummy? We call them butterflies. They're not butterflies. They are bubbles of gas, and they want to get out. And they either want to go up or they want to go down. Did you notice how a lot of these problems had the same solution? Something we learned last week. Do you remember the 4 Ps? Certainly 2 of them, preparation and practice, can get rid of a whole bunch of those problems and make you feel a lot more confident. What else can make you feel more confident? Changing your physiology. And there's another technique that you might find really useful for solving 3 or 4 of those problems. And that's deep breathing. How many times do we breathe a day? I don't mean how do your lungs work? I mean, how many times do you take a deep breath, a real deep breath? For some of us, it's maybe once a day. For some of us, it's even less than that. So go on, let's do this together. Let's do this now. Are you ready? Please do this with me. Let's breathe in for 7 seconds. And out for 11 seconds. Let's do another one. In for 7. And out for 11. And if you want to, you can do a third one. And out. And that's enough. I wouldn't do any more than that. You don't want to hyperventilate. But listen, can you hear my voice has changed already? That's because this exercise is so relaxing. It's relaxed the muscles in my throat. Okay, did you learn anything today? What are some personal traits that help make a good leader? Give me 5. And what's the big one? What's a trait that most top leaders have and that you can develop if you choose to? And finally, can we fix it?
Yes, we can.
If you haven't done the optimism quiz, do it now and write up the thoughts in your Blackboard journal. Yes, right now. Then do the next quiz, 4.2, locus of control. I can see that many of you have already started your journals. That's fantastic. Not everybody's done so. I can see this. So do it. Okay, see you next week.